ESPN. A capacity crowd expected tonight for senior night inside of Bud Walton Arena as the Texas Longhorns come calling against number 20 Arkansas. The story. Lob, Vokatitis, broken up by Richmond. What a save! Acuff. Well, Jordan Pope just picked up his second foul. Simeon Wilcher checks in for head coach Sean Miller. And Brazile. Oh! I didn't think he was going to land it. But he did. And he brought the house down with him. Swain, the response, gets the roll.
Texas fans saying it counts just the same. My goodness.
Thank you very much, and Sean Miller has seen enough. 8-4, and the Hogs with a dunk contest to start.
Worst loss, tied for worst loss for Coach Cal at 34 points. He doesn't experience that much.
Mark off the mark with the runner. 8-4 Hogs. Here comes Acuff. Brazile from downtown. In rhythm.
He differentiates them between a second weekend team and a Final Four team.
Swain missed the layup. Executed the tough part well.
Pass.
Nick Pringle gets in on the action. Takes a tumble. The lead is 9. Hasn't scored yet. Against Pringle, goes to work. Short. Pringle held his ground. Acuff. Oh! They're all falling for the Hogs. 16-4. Vokatitis, no.
The difference when he went to the basket against Florida, it was 6'9", 6'10", 6'11", and 7 feet.
Yeah, Florida will do that to you. Malik Hewitt, another jam. Vokatitis and Swain with 2 early fouls apiece. Thomas, supremely athletic.
Yeah.
I was talking to Paul Biancardi, the Godfather. Trevon Brazile, that's another 3. Boy, that outside jumper is so smooth. And Hogs right now with the number 2 recruiting class, according to Paul Biancardi. Tremont Mark working hard, and it pays off.
As much as Arkansas has been dominant in this game, Texas is far from out of it. 10-point game, a few stops defensively, and they're right back in it.
Thomas, the dribble drive.
Down the basketball inside. Force the bigs of the Razorbacks to defend the paint area.
We talked to Sean Miller about a month ago, and the question was asked of him. Malik Thomas, just a standstill jumper. Flat-footed, there it was. Smiling, going back down the court. Here's Wilcher. Wide open path, missed the chippy. I think he was expecting contact, it didn't come.
Wow.
And the reverse, that's goaltending, count the bucket. Wagner.
How is this occurring right now?
Good look dish. Oh! Brazile! Put him on a poster! My goodness!
Come on, man. Hey, if this is not Sports Center top 10, then we got to change Sports Center. Are you kidding me? This is what we call vertical. He doesn't need a step. Boom! On your head, young man. Slay, I know you're at home going crazy with this one. My goodness! Now that's how you end your career on senior night, brothers. Conserve energy a little bit because they don't have a lot of depth.
Acuff. That'll get him energized. Easy 3. They've also missed 6 free throws so far in the first half.
Yeah, they shoot about 75% from the free throw line, but he doesn't stop. Right, Darius Acuff, we talked about it.
3.6 dimes. Darius Acuff Jr. out of Detroit. Stolen by Richmond. Baseball pass, Acuff. Lays it in. How about the English on that one?
And that was not easy, Roy. The pass was a little behind him, but he was able to change, keep the body control, avoid the defender, and put it up off of the window. That's good basketball.
Swain behind the back. No. Another shot miss at point-blank range.
I love how the Razorbacks advance the ball.
A-Cup with a step and a basket.
He caught him slipping. And that's what I mean. Those are baskets that he typically makes.
Weaver, no. Cody, no. Brazile. Yes!
My goodness.
And they're tracking towards $120 at one point. Hogs shooting 55%.
Why not?
Brazile!
Why not?
Another triple. His third of the half.
Jimmy Dykes in the game last night was talking about shortening halftimes. If I'm Coach Cal, I don't want a halftime. Just go on and go to the second half.
Poked away by Brazile. 2-on-3. Heidi stole it right back. A little friendly fire. Hogs take advantage. Again! What a half for Arkansas. 56 points on the board. Leading by 22. 20 minutes in here.
I was on those officials pretty hard after a tough trip to Gainesville as well, where I thought they got out physical.
Pringle gets it back and connects. It's been that kind of night for the Hogs. What a moment. Moments ago at the end of halftime, Hunter Yurachek, Arkansas athletic director, with the Hall of Famer, Nolan Richardson, standing out on Nolan Richardson Court here at Bud Walton Arena. The announcement has been made. The statue outside of Bud Walton Arena commemorating the all-time great here in Fayetteville, Nolan Richardson. What a moment, what a scene. He's continuing to watch here in the second half. Damian, and he said, I've only got one other thing to say. Let's call those Hogs.
Yeah, that was good.
Wagner.
Okay, DJ. Welcome back, young fella. You know, and some people may question when I say that this Razorback team has a ceiling of the Final Four and you get to Indianapolis, and especially after
Coach Cal said he reminded his team and his coaches of that fact this week. Hey, last year at this time, we weren't doing anything compared to what we've done this year. Think about what that means. The Lob Fest continues. Nick Pringle.
it's very challenging to defend when you can't put wood on them, when you can't put your body on them and slow them down, and it's free flowing. And when you allow DJ Wagner, who's knocking down threes, and regardless of how well Arkansas is shooting from the three right now.
Catch and shoot.
Tough to make a run to get back to that Final Four.
You like Houston better than Arizona at this point?
Well, it always is going to depend on the matchups. Tommy Lloyd's done a phenomenal job, and they score at a high level. I love that front line, Jaden Bradley, Burries. Even if you're not able to get back over the hump, and they could, it's a lot of time left, but a guy like Cam Heidi, who's been to the championship, you know, with Purdue, is a guy who they need to shoot it better.
Brazile on a heater tonight. 23 points, 4 rebounds. Heidi, heat check. And Ewan crashes. Grab the rebound. A-Cup the other way. 25 on the board. 9 assists.
Now, you realize that was 1-on-4, right?
Have it.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the Gators and see just how much those bigs have really improved. As DJ Wagner hits another three, now the Razor.
Cody with 11 points coming off the bench for Sean Miller tonight. Lob to Richmond. He'll collect and finish.
To get stops defensively. And Arkansas has a ton of weapons.
Here's one of them. Malik Thomas.
Yeah, nice fade screen set that time by Billy Richmond.
He literally looked me in the eyes and said, I play hard. I'm like, yeah, you do. Ewan goes hard to the rack.
You screen for the big guys a lot of times. That gets you open. And these turnovers could allow the Longhorns to get back open.
Brazile, the touch, the vision, and awareness of Darius A-Cup Jr. This has been a highlight reel type victory tonight for the Arkansas Razorbacks.
One thing we don't talk about enough with Darius Acuff is his basketball IQ. He just knows basketball. He throws it up nonchalant, but that pass was spot on. And he...
One more dime, and Darius Acuff Jr., a new career high in that department. Wagner delivers. Double bye. Texas, which came into tonight's game in a three-way tie for 7th place.
Nice.
Would love to finish in strong fashion, approaching a minute to play.
Eye test, quad 1 wins. I say yes. If they finish the regular season. Oh!
There it is!
Young fella, go get it.
Billy Richmond III.
Two things you can't coach, talent and chemistry. And the Razorbacks have both of those.
"28 points, 7 rebounds.
Happy for him.
Wagner corrals, and that should just about do it.
Pretty impressive by the Razorbacks. The response after the Florida game has been outstanding. Sean Miller and the